Hey Sapiens, it's me, Philosopher Scholar. I'm finally ready to share with you something I've been working on for the last 4 years, although it's really my life's work. I think I know the meaning of life. I've written the answer in a web page format, and it's less than 100 pages. Okay, to cover a few questions briefly. Do I mean my personal meaning of life? No. I'm talking about what is the objective meaning of life. Not just the meaning of human life, which is typically meant by this question, but the meaning of all life across space and time. Am I grandiose? Yes, absolutely. One has to be to even seriously attempt to answer this question. Am I crazy? Yes, much more than you think. But I still think my ideas are worth listening to. Nearly everyone will be able to get something out of this. Now I have two big questions for you. Regarding the meaning of life, do you want to know or do you need to know? I'm a person who needs to know and needed to know, and I've written for that audience. The second big question, if you did know the answer to the meaning of life, how would you expect to feel? I asked this of a friend, and they said skeptical. I'm not actually talking about my answer. I'm saying if you really knew the meaning of life, the meaning, how would you expect to feel? Do you think you would feel at peace, calm, happy, loving? Really what I'm asking is, what is your bias towards the question and answer of the meaning of life? The first part of my work is the normal human answer. It's the answer I would give to someone who wants to know and live a good life. I respect you for even searching that far. In my work, there's a point where I say, if you find this answer satisfying, stop. Stop reading. The deep search for the meaning of life is for very few people. The true meaning would crush and tear people apart. There may only be a few moments of our lives when we are strong enough to face the truth. So I urge you to proceed with caution. When I talk to people about the meaning of life, I often get a, so what is it? As if there's a one-sentence answer. I can shorten it to one sentence, but I don't expect that simplification to be convincing. The meaning of life is to work towards AI. Artificial intelligence, artificial general intelligence, strong AI, artificial consciousness. The meaning of all humanity is next to insignificant when compared to artificial life. That's the short answer. The long answer is the total of my writing. Starting from a base of agreed information, I hope we will reach the same conclusions. The basis of my reasoning comes from what I call the island of reality. It's a thought experiment or intuition pump to help separate the three levels of reality. There are the objective, the subjective, and the intersubjective levels of reality. Objective reality is what exists when there are no minds present. Subjective reality is what we are individually conscious of. Intersubjective reality are the shared beliefs and behaviors of at least two or more subjective selves. Imagine an island about the size of a small room surrounded by ocean. When we describe that island with no minds present, no people on the island, that's objective reality. When one person is on the island, describing it from their subjective perspective, that's subjective reality. And when something exists there where you need at least two or more people, that's intersubjective reality. If you continue to filter ideas through this island of reality, and you separate the three levels of description, I think we'll reach similar conclusions. There are actually three interrelated and interdependent meanings of life, one for each level. I'll leave these answers to my writing and future videos. I do intend to make videos on my perspective of the meaning of life, but if you're really interested, please don't wait. Go ahead and get started, start reading. The videos might take some time. Even friends I've known a long time are suspect of my motives. They've asked what I wanted to do with this. I'm sure many of you will question my motives too. I can only assure you that I purely want to convey my perspective on the meaning of life. If I just wanted money or power, I would have written a better story. What I really want is for you to read my work and be intensely interested in the next sentence. I want you to be sharply critical, yet find yourself unable to disagree with neither the facts nor the arguments. Perhaps you find yourself not wanting to agree, but to resist is to deny rationality. Finally, I want you to tell me where I went wrong. What's incorrect about what I've laid out? I've written with a general audience in mind, but I had to consider length and detail. I've pointed to a lot of resources, but I provide summaries where I can. My work is organizing and directional, so it will guide you on how to live life. This is the foundation for my other work, the intentional AI community. But it's not the reason why I wrote The Meaning of Life. The intentional AI community fell out of this meaning of life. I wanted to know, I needed to know, even if I would never act on the answer. At the very least, I hope this is a catalyst to your journey. Thank you.